It's the second annual Memorial Election Reform Series in honor of a political activist and advocate of election reforms in Nigeria, Ariyodare Atoyi, popularly known as Aristotle, who died on October 27, 2022. At the event organized by the Abuja School of Social and Political Thought, the stakeholders also presented a national action plan for electoral reforms that will bring credibility to the system. The convener of Abuja School of Social and Political Thought, Dr. Sam Amadi, says Nigeria should take electoral reforms seriously. According to him, the only pathway for the survival of democracy in Nigeria is for its political leaders to agree on a national consensus for real and radical reform before 2027 to restore confidence, legitimacy, and integrity to the process.
Anybody who has eyes to see, whose eyes have not been blinded by greed or over-involvement in the politics of this country, by now knows that there is a deepening loss of confidence in the electoral ballot or the ballot system or electoral system to help change government.
A political scientist, Dr. Ayokunle Fagbemi, called on the Independent National Electoral Commission to strive for legitimacy where candidates who have been unjustly treated retrieve their mandate through the courts.
Morris left open that at least two people that eventually succeeded him as chair of the commission were part and parcel of those he felt were going to execute and implement some of the ideals that the Always report had recommended and he had started implementing.
A friend of the late activist and the human rights lawyer, Deji Adeyanju, claims that INEC is the greatest enemy of Nigerians because it has not been able to give the country a credible election, while the judiciary must maintain neutrality.
How can we talk about judicial independence when even the procedure for recruitment for judicial officers is already corrupted? No politically exposed person should be a judge. No politically exposed person should be a judge. No politically exposed person should be an INEC. How can you have politically exposed persons, you want them to fight corruption? It can never happen.
We went to Osun State. When we got to Osun State, we thought it was going to be a non-issue. There was a lot of violent spots. We did it. It was the most peaceful election because the police had gone and quieted those areas. They know what they have. But the political leadership, many of them are a waste of a generation.
The consensus among the stakeholders here is that since Nigeria is trapped in political capture, the absence of an institutional and systemic approach to electoral reform is a recipe for political disaster.